30 frames now. All right, so like we talked about, so Ye Fisher came out talking that shit about Geoff Johns, and he has a tweet that that he put out that we're going to analyze. So this might curve the direction that Yin and Yang was already going, because this is going to be an absolute analyzation discussion on what this tweet means. And with me is my PIC, another victim of the Ye Fisher movement. Andy's in the building. What's up with you, Andy?
Go on by. Woo, woo, woo.
Popcorn Planet face mask on deck, baby.
Not a Ye Fisher face mask, but it'll do in the time being.
You got your shit quick. God dang, Andy. That's what's up, bro. Well, before we start this whole entire movement, there's something that I want to share with you guys. The Ye Fisher campaign is still ongoing, guys. You guys can get your merchandise, get your shirts, hashtag Ye Fisher. Just like Andy got his shit on deck, he got, hey, Popcorn Planet got the freaking merch, got the Ye Fisher bears, socks, hoodies, shirts, slouches, women's tees, leggings on deck. We got this sheet on deck, ladies and gentlemen. Understand me when I say
that's fire. I can't keep talking through that. That's fire.
Take a picture in the merchandise. You will be featured on Jody's Corner.
Amazing.
Thank you, Andy. And right now, we got our first order in from a subscriber of Jody's Corner. I asked you guys in the chat to guess who it was. And in case you guys didn't get it, ladies and gentlemen, that man is none other than Tyler Cordalis. Hey, that sheet look fire, bro.
Damn,
Tyler.
Quick.
Let's go. Hashtag Ye Fisher on deck. Tyler, you look good in that sheet, bro.
Awesome.
Top quality, great resolution, nice and crisp like we thought. That image was rendered in 8K, so no matter the size you get, it'll look sharp and it'll look like you got it from the Hot Topic, bro. That's really what it's about. It's about that quality, bro. Shout out to hashtag Ye Fisher popping off. Thank you, Tyler Cordalis. That means if Tyler got his, Vicky must be getting hers real soon. Tyler, I love you, bro. So what is this Ye Fisher stuff we're talking about? What is Ye Fisher? Well, Ye Fisher is the slogan, the name of Ray Fisher. Ray Fisher's that whack actor from Justice League who had a mediocre career and is probably over at this point. So what he did was he had issue with Geoff Johns, John Berg, and Joss Whedon. He put their names out there on Twitter, let it sit for a long time. We were like, we'll ride for you, we'll ride for you, but this timing is questionable. Then he started to watch our channels and understand who we are and, you know, valuing our opinion and all that. He watched Andy, and he alluded to Andy being a bad person, sexual predator, because the person that tweeted to him said that.
And a racist.
Then tweeted directly about me, calling me a homophobe, slandering my name effortlessly, so therefore lying on me, which therefore means I believe he's lying on Geoff Johns, Joss Whedon, and John Berg. Because once you ruin yourself and you lie on somebody in public, like a YouTuber like Jody's Corner, you will lie when it comes to somebody in Hollywood who can cash your checks. So that's what it comes down to, and that's where the whole entire Ye Fisher campaign came from, is because he thought I called him Gay Fisher when he knows I called him Ye Fisher because we were talking about Kanye West earlier that week. So that's the story of Ye Fisher. The merchandise is to show the world, know what I called him. Ye Fisher, not Gay Fisher. And even if it was gay, it's something else. Ye Fisher is awareness to let the world know what Jody's Corner said. And it makes Ray Fisher look exactly like Ye Fisher. Let's keep it a buck. So let's go ahead and take a look at a recent tweet that was sent out to the public. Finally broke his silence and discussed specifics about.
Well, just so I have not seen this.
And you haven't seen it. We're about to get live reaction.
I get to react live. I didn't check because Jody's like, oh, you didn't check? Right. I was like, let's react live. So I cannot wait to see what Ye Fisher. We've been waiting, Jody.
Yes.
Finally get to see what all the fuss is about. All right, let's do this.
All right, here we go. Let's see what Ye Fisher said. During the LA reshoots for Justice League, Geoff Johns summoned me to his office to belittle and admonish my agent's attempts to make grievances up the proper chain of command. He then made a thinly veiled threat to my career. This behavior cannot continue. A greater than E. Accountability is greater than entertainment.
What?
Bruh.
What?
Bruh. Live reaction.
Wait a second.
Live reaction.
I just opened it up so I could join the 8 shoots. Okay. Geoff Johns summoned me, into his office to belittle and admonish me and his agents' attempts to take grievances up the proper chain of command. Okay?
This is
What
completely vague.
What
This whole thing is completely vague.
Once again,
nothing.
He's spinning up to make something seem really bad. Is what he's doing. And then he made a thinly veiled threat to my career. I mean, there's so many ways this could go down. And I'm sorry, now that I know he's lied about you, Jody, I don't believe a word this guy says.
Facts.
So it's like, and all I can see is it's him spinning. He's spinning this narrative.
It's propaganda.
He's got nothing to say. So what's scarier? You know, always the general vagueness. It's always scarier. Oh man, Jody did something really abusive, and then walk away. That's always scarier than like, oh yeah, Jody shoved me. You know what I mean? Like it's like there's so many ways that can go, and then it's like the not knowing makes it worse,
bro.
So once again, he's piling onto, and now throwing Geoff Johns in, and dude, this is calculated. Because Warner Media is doing.
Oh yeah, Andy, activate your microphone. I think you're using your webcam mic or something. Yeah, your microphone's not active.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're right. Good catch, Hendrix.
Sorry.
This shows exactly what we've been talking about. There you go. Go for it.
Okay,
go for it.
I'm just saying this is super calculated because Warner Media is doing all these layoffs, right? So to me, this is a clear attempt to make sure that we don't, not do something towards Geoff Johns, because I've been looking around trying to figure out, well, is Geoff Johns still in? Because they're doing all these big moves, right? Huge big moves over Warner Media. Geoff Johns' name's been out of it. So this is, to me, Ray Fisher being like, yeah, no, Geoff, I'm putting your name there. Let's start kicking the hornet's nest and sort of see if we can get Geoff out there, because we tried to meet too, Geoff, and nothing really happened. No one came forward. So let's be vague again in our accusations. That's how I see it.
Look what Keo just said. He just confirmed that he said he will say more right before fandom. Jody Damas, I told you.
Oh, wait, that means there'll be even more next week.
I told you he would do it. God dang. It ain't rocket science, baby, but this shit does seem magical, doesn't it? I know beach-made motherfuckers when I see it in Ray. Yeah, use a beach. This is marketing to get awareness, to try to get his job, to get people out of there, bro. Grow the freak up, bro. Man up to your own bullshit. You lied on me. You lied on me and called me a homophobe to the whole world. You're lying on Geoff Johns. You're lying on him. If you would lie on me, you sure would lie on him. And this is all just for money and clout to get... You out here trying to meet two people. Man, this is some beach-made shit, bro. Yay, Fisher. Yay, Fisher.
And you just look at the comments of everybody who's we stand with Ray, blah, blah. It's like, what are you standing with? He hasn't said anything.
Nothing.
You're just, whatever.
It's idiotic. It's blind. Dude, it's blind allegiance.
But you know what that is, Jody? Borg life. Assimilation, resistance to futile. They're all assimilated to just whatever you say, Ray. Yes, we believe in you. Hashtag sheep life. Hashtag Borg life. This is maddening. People don't have a mind of their own anymore. They're just like, yes, big celebrity who I liked in that movie. Oh my God, I can't believe they mistreated you. No one cares anymore about due process, trying to find nuance. What the heck happened? Could there be a second side to the story? He's so vague that it's like, I don't feel bad. I'm sorry.
There's nothing there for us.
Admonish him is what he's to belittle him. Okay. Dude,
what's the belittling?
Everything I've heard, Ray was a diva. Wouldn't say booyah.
Yep.
On top of that, hey, why aren't you giving my hair guy credit? I told him he was going to get credit. Oh, Ray, it doesn't work that way. I don't care. Is it because he's black? Like that. Honestly, it feels like that's what he's doing right now.
You know what? You know what this makes me feel like, Andy?
He
comes from Broadway, and Broadway actors are divas. I need my this, I need my that, or I can't perform. Nigga, that's not how we get down to Hollywood, bruh. Come here with that prima donna bullshit. You get yourself ran up out of here. And that's exactly the problem here. The fact that you're a prima donna, you look like a whining, complaining little bitch right now. And I did say it. You are a bitch because you lied on me and you let the lie still stay out there. You didn't take your tweet down even though you were given evidence and proof about what went down.
Dude, let's look at this again. Because again, what's his grievance? LA reshoots, right? Joss Whedon coming in, removing his plot point from the movie.
Exactly.
That's why he and his agents are upset.
Let's go there. Let's go there. Do it, Andy. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Like, guys.
Go ahead.
I'm done.
I'm going. You're on it. You're on it. You're on it.
Because look, you know what this means,
You're
guys?
on it.
close-up, Jody. This means he was unhappy with his part getting cut out of a movie.
Facts.
That instantly,
Facts.
now we know what the background here is.
Facts.
This is not a man who was on a set who got abused. This is a man who's using petty takedowns to take studios because they're like, dude, we don't like your performance. We don't like this movie.
There it is.
We're the money. We're in charge. We're allowed to do whatever the F we want, Ray Fisher. Who are you?
There
And the
it
fact that people aren't understanding that because they're like, no, Zach, look, I got no problem with Zach. I still don't have a problem with it. I'm happy Zach gets to do his vision and put Cyborg back in it. Great, do it. But my God, dude, the studio's in charge. That's how it works. So you and your agents don't get to come in and be like, wait, what's up with all these reshoots? And you're cutting my part down. This is my big break. I'm supposed to be Cyborg in a Justice League. I'm supposed to do 4 more movies. What are you talking about? The fact that his agents are there talking about problems during the reshoots tells me everything about this. Because this is now a personal vendetta he has, and most likely not some sort of actual abusive thing. It probably means he was incredibly difficult through every note he was getting. And it's like, I'm sorry, but a film is a team job, Ray. It's a team job. And just because your captain is a jerk and demoting your role doesn't give you the power then, well, now he's abusing me. I'm sorry, I need facts from you, Ray, or this is all BS in my opinion. You lied about Jody. You're making stuff up. I've heard the barber wasn't promised anything because that's not how it works. And this is ridiculous.
Absolutely
oh my God,
crazy. And I'm so glad that you came to that realization because I was going to hit it, but you got it just before I did. Andy is on the money. When I look at the writing here and it says, me and my agent went to talk about grievances. When that word grievances, he didn't use the word misconduct, abuse, gross. He used the word grievances. A grievance is something on the lines of certain issues or disagreements that you have about something, not something as strong and drastic as abuse or misconduct. He used the word grievances. Me and my agent, grievances up the proper chain of command, which means they came to Geoff Johns because he's the boss. It very well looks exactly like Andy said, that he did not like all of these reshoots, cutting out Cyborg scenes where he felt like, oh, I'm the man, my family, I'm gonna be a star, I'm about to take care, put food on the table, I'm that dude, only for another director to come. And I understand how you feel, Ray. I do understand that it will make you upset. But here's where being a professional comes into play. Because I saw an actor who took to Twitter and says, spoiler alert for Zack Snyder's Justice League, it's all out there. He said he played Ares and he had a huge fight scene with Darkseid in Zack Snyder's Justice League. And he trained for 4 months for it. So I'm like, wow. And now he was able to be more a consummate professional than you. So why is it that you don't get your way? You see the scenes getting cut. You're thinking about your own self, not the team, not the benefit of the film, not what Warner Brothers and the director is telling you to do, because actors, especially greenhorns like you, are supposed to be coachable, are supposed to be able to be supposed to follow direction to the director, especially new booties like you. So the fact that you went with your agent up the chain of command to Geoff Johns, and Geoff Johns is listening to this shit like, okay, you're upset about scenes being taken out. You're upset about Geoff Johns, what Joss is saying about Zach on set. Okay, well, okay, fine. And maybe he gave you some advice, like, look, you know, you're from Broadway, and look, you're coming to me, who is the head up over here, and you're complaining about a director because he's choosing to take shots or reshoot things. That's not how things normally work in Hollywood. And he probably did tell you, you can't go through Hollywood doing this because you disagree with something and you want to just come and complain to all of the bosses. You are an actor, nigga, do your job. This ain't got nothing to do with how you personally feel. You were hired to act, nigga, act. Yay, Fisher.
You're right on the money, because it's like he brought me to belittle and admonish him and his agents' attempts to take grievances up the chain of command. I mean, every time I'm like, this speaks so pettily to me. Like, there's so many layers here, because this isn't abuse. This is probably like Ray Fisher. I can see it reading this tweet. I can see an example where Ray Fisher's complaining, going to Geoff Johns' office, and Jeff's like, dude, who are you? What are you doing here in my office?
Exactly.
Complaining about your role in my movie. You're a nobody. You got to follow the lead, or you're not going to work in this town, because those are someone who's difficult. So I've made a thinly veiled threat. I've belittled him, and it's all justified. That's how the town works. I'm sorry. That kind of behavior is going to always be in Hollywood. That's not Me Too. That's not Black Lives Matter. That is just like, dude, we need to make money. You are nobody. We're in charge. You can't follow your boss's control. Like, there's differences between abuse of power and an employee who doesn't do the job, an employee who's difficult. That's the problem right now. There's so much difficult employees are like standing up in these movements to sort of say, see, I was right. And I've worked with a few of them, some incredibly difficult employees who were dancing on my grave as I was taken out, right? Because you're like, see, I knew it. That's what happens. You can't take a disgruntled employee who is not listening, a bad employee, and then just trust every word they say. There's too much now. And the fact that Ray was caught lying about you, and no matter what people think about,
I am a lightning rod to this shit.
I want to step back because I know there's some haters of you who still like, well, define, take the gay out of it. Jody still says inappropriate things.
That's irrelevant.
Exactly. You can't do that because Ray sent a specific clip out, and that's the evidence. That's the evidence that went out there, and that's the evidence that tried to knock Jody out. So no, you can't be like, well, it's whataboutism. Well, wait, but what about all these other? No. You got to focus on what Ray shared, which was shared to tens of thousands of people. And so many fans are like, fine, well, maybe you didn't say it, but still Jody's a jerk. It's like, that doesn't
matter. That doesn't change anything. Matter.
And so the problem is Ray lied. Ray chose to lie, and for the sake of what he's doing, his family, whatever,
for his own benefit.
He's now proven a liar and will do what he needs to do for his own benefit. So everything he's saying is out the window. So now when I have a Ye Fisher lens filter on everything I read, I mean, he made a thinly veiled threat to my career. Dude, what are you doing right now to Geoff Johns and Joss Whedon? You're not making threat. You're not trying to destroy their careers. Okay, that's worse, dude. I need to know what they did to warrant destroying their careers is what you're doing. You're trying to get Geoff Johns fired. You're trying to get Joss Whedon fired. I'm sorry. I need to hear what happened, Ray. Enough with this vague BS.
So yeah, I am doubling down. This is we are so right here. I'm like, I was already beyond it and past it, but the more that comes out, and I already said I'm done with the haters. Like Ye Fisher, that's different. You're trying to you make me look bad.
Right now.
Shout out to you. Bro, like I really, this movement here is because of what it means when someone lies on someone and the repercussions that it can have. You are still partaking in it. You personally have lied on me, which means that I am a lightning rod to show how dishonest you are as a person. And this never going to stop until you freaking make it right. But you won't, because you have this vendetta. You have this agenda, and it leads precedence. Looking at this tweet about the grievances makes me believe what John Berg said. Even someone higher than Geoff Johns, John Berg said, you didn't want to say booyah, nigga. You didn't want to say booyah. When Cyborg says booyah, you have a stick up your butt. It's as simple as that. You're arrogant. You're arrogant, and you're a new booty to this game, and you're making all of you're making all of these headlines and making it look bad for people because you didn't get your way. And I understand. I'll put myself even in your shoes and try to see it from the other side. If I was you and my movie was taken out and I love Zack Snyder as a friend, I would not like Joss Whedon either, hearing the stuff that he was saying on set, talking about, oh, Zack, this is trash. Oh, Zack sucks. I see why he's gone. Oh, I'm cutting this scene. We're doing reshoots. I would be upset. But the difference between me and you is I wouldn't snitch on nobody. I would man up and swallow it and do my job. And then after the film is out, after all of it's out, then I'll come out later with a tell-all book or an interview talking about it all, how it all happened and my stake on it all once it's done. But you're doing this because the Release the Snyder Cut movement and AT&T is releasing Zack Snyder's Justice League, and you saw it as an opportunity to try to get people out of Hollywood, to try to further your own career, to get yourself a Cyborg Part 2 and all this other stuff when you know you're not getting it. Ray Fisher, your career is done as DC and Warner Brothers employee. And it's probably done outside of the fact because everybody is watching how you've been acting, especially when lying on me, that you are #Ye Fisher, bro. And don't nobody want your freaking snaky, cancerous, toxic, Me Too-ish ways working under their production. I absolutely 100% believe that you said, I don't want to say booyah, just by the way you said it in the Justice League film. It was the most lazy, unethical way to say it. Booyah. That shit was trash, bro. And I 100% believe Geoff Johns is innocent in this. He's a good dude. Freak you, Ye Fisher, for lying on my name, bro.
Yeah, when I first saw that, it wasn't Geoff Johns. It was Berg, the other guy.
John Berg.
When John Berg sort of his response was he wouldn't say booyah. Like I was on Ray's side even then because I was like, really? That seems petty. That seems stupid. What are you talking about? But now I see why he did it. He sort of dropped a little crumb to prove to us that Ray's a pain in the ass. That Ray was not a team player. That Ray wasn't.
Xavier Pally with the $100.
Yeah!
Let's go. Oh, the drama. Xavier Pally just hit us. Oh, did you guys forget? It's always reject the Snyder Code, baby. What the freak you thought? It's always, I got a lot of titties. Reject the Snyder Cult. Oh, these shirts are on their way back.
Oh, good.
They're on their way back, baby. Shout out to my dude who just did the PayPal way $100 donation. Xavier Palin, who is a member of the $500 club. By the way, I wanted to dedicate this whole entire stream to Sid B, who is a great and amazing person who happened to drop $1,200 on Monday's stream. $1,200. So thank you, and thank you to Xavier Palin. He says this man is full of entitlement. Even actors in bad movies don't go out in interviews saying the director ruined the movie. Do your work, get your check, period. Hashtag Yay Fisher, bruh. Hashtag Yay Fisher. Shout out to my dog Xavier Palin, bruh. That's right, Andrea Bean Fisher, bruh. Unbelievable. Thank you, Xavier, for that hit of showing that love like that, bro. You know how we do on Jody's Corner, man. This is just more nail in the coffin type of behavior. It's another nail in the coffin because I was already, once you lied on me, you were done in my eyes. This isn't about me. It ain't about Andy because me and Andy know what's up. This is about the public perception. Anybody who looks at this tweet after all these, it's been a couple of months now of you making up slanderous bullshit and saying and teasing and leading us along, and you land on this? During the LA reshoots for Justice League, Geoff Johns summoned me to his office to belittle and admonish me and my agent's attempt and for grievances to take them up the proper chain of command. He then made thinly veiled threat to my career. This cannot continue. Even you admitting it's thinly veiled. So since you're a liar, I'm going to say he didn't threaten you. Because you take something that's not real and you try to make it real. So even if you admit that it was, let me highlight that. Even if you admit that it was thinly veiled, that means so thin it's clear, which means invisible, aka non-existent.
Exactly. You don't say he's covering his asses now, right? When he's
thinly veiled. Those words.
I mean, it could have been interpreted that way, and it actually wasn't a threat. And honestly, I bet you it was. Dude, you're being really difficult, Ray. If you keep doing this, no one's gonna want to hire you. And honestly,
yes,
I see why he would have said it.
It's good advice.
That's not a threat. That's just like I'm giving you
help.
advice. It's not how you do things.
That's help.
Because it's proving to be true. Like, look, if Joss and those people were legit abusive, you'd have every right to come forward, call them out, and say it. What, Joss is going to be able to come at you for truth? Joss is going to be able to sue you for defamation if you come forward, Ray, with facts? No, he can't. That's how the law works. If you are telling the truth, Ray, he can. You can say it.
Yes. Like, and look. Hey, Andy, what happened to the NDA? What happened to the NDA? What happened to the NDA? I can't speak on things. What is this? The NDA. Do you know what an NDA is? Do you? I know what an NDA is. Do you know what an NDA is?
Dude, it's
NDA. I'm gonna dumb mother freakers.
I'm looking at his tweet because I opened it up because even though he blocked us, it's like, hello, it's a public Twitter, Ray. We can always go and read what you did. But
mother freakers, bro.
He is so fake. This guy is so fake. The tweet, a couple tweets before it, he does, there is no defeat in death, Master Bruce. Victory comes in defending what we know is right while we still live. Alfred Pennyworth. P.S. I may or may not be watching Batman and Robin. Like,
Facts, Tremaine.
He's doing this, like he's turning into a DC fan and DC nerd because they're paying attention to him right now, right? That's what happens.
Yes.
He's
PLM,
infiltrating himself into this movement because he's got nothing else going,
PLM.
feeding off of that power. And he's also thinking that it's giving him power. I'm going to say something that's going to get me in trouble, but whatever. But he's like the Joe Star at Screen Junkies.
That ain't getting you in trouble.
Like,
Freak them.
where Joe Star like literally just put his tentacles into all the super fans to like sort of be like, yay, and then they'd support him no matter what. And then he immediately turned, on me like just everybody else. Publicly too. But Ray's doing the same thing. He's like, oh, cool. Here's a fan base that I'm just going to plant my legs into. They're going to love me no matter what I do. And then I'll have fans that'll do whatever. And then you like look at his fans. He's got 58,000 followers.
Yeah.
Like that's not very, it's like
no.
Half of what he has double what I have, Jody. Like that's not impressive. Like he's not even in the hundreds of thousands of fans, and Twitter fans means nothing. But it's like, what planet is he on where he thinks all of this is going to pay off in dividends?
He's on Apocalypse.
Accountability is greater than entertainment. Great, but you're not going to be able to make any entertainment, dude, because no one's going to want to work with somebody who calls out this BS without facts.
This is frivolous. That the team
good word.
Frivolous loss. This is so frivolous. This is the definition of it. And I'm like, I understand why people use that word. Because that's exactly people throughout the history of mankind in America sue for the dumbest shit, make the dumbest things up. I got plastic surgery and the doctor messed up my nose. I'm suing for ruining my life. Woman,
that would be
you
better.
signed a consent. You signed a consent saying if I ruin your face, I'm not ruining your life. But still, you should be responsible. Frivolous. This is just frivolous to me. It's sick. Andrea Cruz, $5 donation. Thank you, Andrea, man. Shout out to you. I see you. Andrea says #beta male Ye Fisher. This is just weak, and it's because of the Black Lives Matter movement that you're doing it. I completely understand.
Well, it's double,
it is
right?
What it is.
It's the Snyder release the Snyder Cut Army, and then
he's
it's now
Super Saiyan.
He's two movements. Yes,
Super
I'm in charge.
Super Ye, which explains exactly why he's the only one from the cast that came out and did this shit. Because there's one thing that Ye Fisher has over every Justice League member on the cast. He happens to be the black one. Jason Momoa loves Zach probably even more than Ye Fisher. He didn't say nothing. In fact, he got the movie being produced by Geoff Johns. Jack Frost.
Right, exactly. Jason Momoa is the perfect example of what you do. Because even if these guys were abusive, he shuts up.
Get my money.
He sent positivity to Zach. He supported Zach in great positive ways and doesn't throw any shade. And so for someone like Ye Fisher, who's all about stand above the bullies, I won't resort to them. They don't get to me. Bullshit, they don't get to you. We clearly got to him, Jody. That's why he tried to take us out.
Of course.
But he's a hypocrite. He's an insecure hypocrite, and I'm sick of it. Stand with Ray Fisher. Come on. There's so much more important shit happening in the world right now. Yeah. So many more important people that we'd be standing with than the celebrity Ray Fisher who didn't get to be a cyborg. Boo-hoo. Zack Snyder, you know what? I think Zack Snyder was wrong. I genuinely do believe that, and I think WB took advantage of him, and he gets to make his movie. Good for him. What the hell does Ye Fisher deserve? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't do anything yet from anything he
don't
said.
Deserve anything.
Broad nonsense that it's like, I'm not going to believe shit now until you get more specific. Saying a thinly veiled threat. I mean, what on earth is he doing?
Just reading this makes me want to throw up. This is just gross. This just makes me want to barf. Like 2020 ain't shit. Like, this is a black man.
Yeah, in 2020, think of all the people who are losing their jobs. Like, stuff is backwards and upside down. And Ray's still focusing on 2017 Justice League reshoots because he can't get over it. Like, dude.
Really look at that.
Come on,
really
Ray.
Dissect that. 27.
And then he's right. Jody Damas. Will he drop another one before? Or will he attempt to do something? Do you think he'll do something during fandom? Because he'll probably be there with the Zack Snyder, right? You think?
I think Ray Fisher, #Ye Fisher, will drop something right before fandom or during fandom. The point I'm making here is he will use DC fandom to try to up himself and make them look bad.
Yep.
And he already, and I believe Keo already said that Ye Fisher said it. I'm going to release more right before fandom. Oh, Jody Damas again, beaches. Come on.
I'm looking through. There's never any positivity for anything on Warner, like nothing. DC. It's he'll support Zach, and then it's all political
That's fine.
stuff.
Support Zach is all good because Jason
No, but
Momoa
it's
did.
There's no like love to like anybody else on the film or
Right. Right.
It's very a laser focus on
Zach.
negativity and the abuse he's had, and then all the people are standing up for Black Lives Matter. It's so fake. It's so fake.
If you really think about that, what you said, and I'm thinking like, ladies and gentlemen, regardless of how you feel about what me and Andy are saying, you can hate us, but here's truth. Here is absolute undeniable facts. Ray Fisher shot Justice League in 2016. That was 4 years ago. How many movies has he released since then? What are we talking about 4 years later? We're talking about a reshot film from almost 4 years ago. His whole life is tied up in one movie that flopped in the box office and that's getting released on HBO Max. Now, if that doesn't scream Hollywood pathetic to you, then that's fine. But to me, it looks pretty pathetic and sad. Any other actor would be like, okay, I have so many other things lined up. I am not worried about this old anus movie. Ben Affleck, for example, let's use him. 3 years ago, he says, I'm done. He told his family, he said, I'm walking away. I don't want no problem. And he was Batman. He was the most beloved person on DC. Batfleck himself says, I'm done with the role. I don't want to go back there. I'm moving on. I'm moving forward. The way back. I got other things lined up. I have so many other projects that I'm trying to do. He let go of Batman when the world wanted him as Batman because he has other shit lined up because he is moving forward. And you are sitting on this one little sheet from 4 years ago. Bro, you look bad here because you didn't get no other jobs. I guarantee this, Yay Fisher. Here's the difference between you and Jason Momoa. Jason Momoa is not squeaky clean here because he did lie to the world and said that there was a Snyder Cut 2 years ago. There was not. And we have proof of that now because it's going to be coming out next year. So it wasn't a completed film like he said 2 years ago. And I said that maybe he was just lying for his friend. I'll lie for my friend. Depends on how much I care about him. So I don't knock Jason Momoa for that. I knock the people who ran with it and made it like law. Like it's law. Jason Momoa said there's a cut, so there has to be one. It's complete. It's ready to go. It's cut. He's just looking out for his boy. I get it. But you, my friend, I guarantee, because Jason Momoa has other things lined up. If you had 3 other films lined up that you wouldn't even be thinking about this. I have to believe that, ladies and gentlemen. The real nigga in me, here it comes. If I have other projects lined up and other money coming in, other money to be made, other moves to be made, I don't have time to think about a freaking DC movie that came out 4 years ago that's getting reshot. I'm worried about my next motherfucking check. The problem and difference here is he don't have other checks. He don't have other moves. He don't have other movies. Niggas ain't hire him. He ain't getting work. So he's stuck on this one little shit.
It's true. When you have work, you don't want to lose the work. But when you don't have work, you get desperate. You get pathetic. Yes. I've been there. I've been there. And so you're spot on with that analysis, Jody, because it's true. If he had, I was looking, he did True Detective. It's the only other thing he did. He did a season True Detective where he was a supporting player on that. And there's literally nothing else on his resume since then. That's it. Justice League, PVS, and now Zack Snyder's Justice League. And then he did 8 episodes of True Detective. And that was in 2019. So he clearly shot. He did it after Justice League, and then clearly did that. And now nothing else is on deck. There's nothing upcoming. Nothing. He's feeling it. So
imagine how that feels though. Like nothing on my schedule. All these people move on. Gal, Henry's doing The Witcher. Jason Momoa, Ezra. Everybody else is doing other shit. They're talking about schedules. My schedule. I don't know if I can come back for these reshoots. Ray's like, yeah. Hello. This is Ray. Yeah, I have your pizzas.
We hit it on the head at the beginning. Like he's blaming Warner Brothers for that. He's blaming Geoff Johns. He's blaming Joss because they cut him out of the movie. I genuinely think that's clearly where he's stuck. He's so stuck in that and I've been there, right? It's like I relate to that a bit of like, oh man, what I could have been, right? I lost everything. So oh man. And then in his fault, he said, well, I didn't even do anything. Clearly they didn't like working with the guy. I mean, clearly no one over there liked working with him except for Zach. And so now he's like, crap, they took away my opportunity to really show everybody how good I was because there's all this stuff in the cut. And now I can't wait. I can't wait to see Snyder Cut and how good Ray Fisher is.
I can't wait. The whole
movie.
party's going to be so dope.
Oh my God. Because apparently that's what this is all for. He's destroying you, destroying anyone he can because we didn't get to see this performance that we're going to get in this cut. So, man, no pressure, Zach. Ray Fisher's cred is on the line. But man, if I were Zach, I would be like telling him like, dude, it's okay. We got to move on. But it's clear. I do believe, and I'm not trying to throw shade at Zach because I don't have a beef with Zach. I don't. But I do think Zach's got some demons in there too of how he was treated. And so he's enjoying this revenge. And I've heard through, several sort of sources that you said it, I think too, like Joss and he don't get along. So it's like, I think sort of he's enjoying this sort of takedown of these people who weren't supporting him at the time, who were talking smack with him during a shoot. Absolutely. And look, you know what? He's allowed to enjoy that a little bit. I can see why. It's like karma's coming back. These people were mean to him. He's got a fan base that stood up for him. Good for him. But this extremeness that it's turning into. And now Ray just trying to destroy careers with lies or overinflating things. Like this is gross. And I look, I know we're here in our audience, they support us, but I hope we other people can see through this exactly, like outside of our own bubbles, because it's like this is crazy, guys. This is nuts.
It is. It's really we understand there's a lot of people in the Popcorn Planet Jody's Corner family that logically understands what's going on. And I understand that there's biases, but this is really just about common sense. And that's why I say common sense ain't common. Common sense ain't common. And that's why when I talk about the cults, not the Snyder Cut movement, because there are people that want to see, I continuously have to differentiate the Snyder Cut movement from the Snyder cult. The Cut movement I'm fine with and I'm on board with because Zack Snyder's Justice League is going to close the book. And I want to witness that too. And he's getting his vision. And I'm having a watch party. Look, that's going to be great. I invite all of the Snyder Cut members to come and watch it. The best place to do so. The cult is toxic. They don't use logic. They don't use common sense. They don't use these things. And I don't think you could appeal to them, but it's those people who are on the fence. Everything that was said here is not out of malice. Personally, I do have a leg in this because he actually made me a part of the news by lying on me. So yeah, I'm a little biased there with my dislike towards E.A. Fisher for sure, but I'm not going to use hate and unobjectified falsehoods to try to make him look bad. I'm still using truth for my defense. And when you use truth for your defense, you cannot lose. You can't look bad. And those are the people who say you look bad and say you lost are the people who believe in falsehoods. As long as you tell the truth, you have nothing to worry about. I really encourage that. And thanks in celebration to my man who dropped $100, man, who showed me nothing but an amazing amount of love. Xavier Palin, somebody's knocking at my door right now. That's some crazy shit. And Tyler Cordalis, who is the first person to get his Jody's Corner Yay Fisher merch. We'll show him right there. Looks amazing. Tyler Cordalis does the theme song for Jody's Corner. It's Jody's Corner. It's the place where you wanna be. And now he says, Jody, I would like to announce the Jody Damas new track from my man Tyler Cordalis. Let's take a listen, guys.
Ooh.
Exclusive. Exclusive.
Jody Damas! Don't doubt the motherfucking king! Jody Damas! Don't doubt the Damas! Don't doubt the motherfucking king! Jody Damas! Don't doubt the Damas! Jody Damas!
Day one, I told you what I came to. I've been making my way up to what I aim to. Love to just hate you. Why you hating on the block that you came from? It's the corner son. Wonder Woman ain't the only one. They made Sidious hideous. I ain't playing, I'm serious. Snyder Cut don't exist. These cultists won't quit. Yeah, Fishy talking shit up on Twitter because he bitch made. Jody Damas got that eye, you see. Ain't nobody out here blinding me. I keeps a G. Only real ones can see. Jody Damas got that eye, you see.
Jody Damas!
They ain't fucking with the diamonds. 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 high, low, low.
Shout out to my dog, Tyler Cordalis, with the first verse of the Work in Progress Jody Damas track, my guy.
Man.
God dang.
Bravo.
Ooh, you effing with the dom. Hey, I love that. You effing with the Damas. Oh, nigga, I need to do a music video to this shit. I'm about to get Jody Damas emojis are coming soon that you guys can use in the chat. Definitely gonna do that, man. Shout out to this new song that's gonna be featured on Jody's Corner. You know how we get down, bro. It's all about love and production, baby, and freaking spreading this shit all over, bro. This is a movement that we own, bro. We will not fall. We will not back down, not get canceled off lies and falsehoods, bro.
I think we need to write some lyrics for a Ye Fisher track that he can make us.
Facts. You already know. You already know. Tyler probably already got one in the bag working on that shit.
I want to help. Whatever, let us know. I've written some. I can't do a beat, but I can do a lyric.
Oh, he said he got the lyrics, my dog. What's up? Let's make this shit happen, Tyler.
Do it.
You the man, bro.
That is good.
It's good work. So, like I said, man, after seeing this all unfold like this, Andy, it's just, you know, clout is raising. I'm not gonna lie. You know, clout's raising because we are looking more and more like we were correct all along. Especially when I put that tweet out. I remember putting out that tweet, that first little sheet that got all that hate. This timing is suspect AF. That was all I said. This timing is suspect AF. And timing, Jody Damas, combined with how he's releasing these little niblets, kibbles, and bits, and how he said he right before fandom he's gonna drop some more. It's all about timing. He's turning this into a smear campaign to boost his own personal vendetta and his agenda. That's what it is. So in closing on this whole entire Ye Fisher moment, it looks just more like we were right. You lied on me, and I need my apology. You know, this is not going to stop. You are a liar, and because you lied on me, you lied on Geoff Johns. I believe you lied on Joss Whedon, and I believe you lied on John Berg. You're out here to make yourself look good because you have nothing down the pike when every other person, including Zack Snyder, have other projects that they're working on. I really hope, Ye Fisher, that you are in his zombie movie for Netflix, because if Zack Snyder didn't cast you when you went down the shit with him, that's another look that you're going to have to take a hard look at. I really hope that you're in his zombie movie on Netflix because he's supposed to be looking out for you as well.
He's not.
And if you're not, god damn. That's what I'll say to that. Andy, your closing arguments on this Ye Fisher sheet.
Yeah, look, I think it's just sad. It's sad, but it's frustrating because he's just trying to like extend this fame, and I hope people see through it and get bored of it and see the reality of it, and we don't have to deal with this through 2021 of these stupid Ray Fisher little breadcrumbs he keeps dropping. I think he's genuinely getting a power trip off of his fans. I mean, he's getting 5,000 likes on this tweet, so that's like getting to his head, and he thinks he's now, you know, he's going to change Hollywood. But the reality is like, dude, none of your cast members stood up. Not a single one of them want in on this fight. Nope. And I'm sorry, but if there's something abusive going on the set of the movie that you're claiming, I mean, Gal's all about calling that kind of stuff out. Yep. Like, these people would have your back publicly and do it. They're not calling you out at the same time because they don't want to, you know, ruin your truth, Ray. This is all about his truth,
Your
Jody.
truth.
But it's like the reality is like no one's coming up publicly except for like a few disgruntled people of Joss's past. No one else has come forward. Like you're rallying disgruntled employees of Joss Whedon, and you're trying to take down his character. And I applaud Geoff Johns and Joss for just moving forward and not addressing it out. They're like, nope, not even addressing it. Not even in my rear view. I don't have time for this. And all Ray does is he keep trying to poke at them and poke at them and poke at them. And then what's so disgusting is his audience. We believe you, Ray. We believe we stand with you. Guys, come on. Like, just don't. I mean, look, we don't have to knock him. His fans don't have to knock him, but like,
don't. You
don't have to encourage it because it's like
common sense.
Yeah, I mean, read this tweet again. It's like he's literally admitting that he was unhappy with the fact that Cyborg wasn't in the movie. That's exactly how this reads. And if I'm wrong. And we're wrong, and there was legit abuse that
showing the
whole cast being quiet about, then and you finally come forward with it, great. But the reality is, Ray, as we've said numerous times, and I've had lawyers on to say it, you can't be sued for defamation if you are telling the truth. If you were abused, come forward and say how you were abused. But the reality is, I heard his interview at Fandom. What was the other one?
Snyder Justice Con. Yeah.
I heard it. He's like, well, I'm gathering stories. Yeah, thanks, fam. I'm gathering stories. He's just like out there trying to. It's like I relate to it because it's like my accuser had nothing. My accuser had nothing, Jody. What did she do? She went out there and like painted like, well, he's a cheater. So fans he's hooked up with. Maybe a couple of them are upset at him. So let me put a wide net out. And then she came back with anything in the sun that was sort of any disgruntled person or anybody who had he flirted with me. And then that's what he's doing. He's doing the same playbook. He's doing these broad strokes because he's got no ammo of his own. And then he's playing NDA, but then he's breaking the NDA with, these thinly veiled generalities that are threats. It's disgusting to me. I had his back. I wanted to support him. Once he turned on you.
Same here.
There's nothing. This guy's dead to me. Ye Fisher, I will not let this go until you apologize to me and Jody.
Yep.
Because what you did was horrific. It's wrong. It's not okay. You can't use these movements, which are important movements, or the fame of the Snyder Cut going to your head to just think you could do whatever the hell you want. This movie's going to eventually come out. Thank God. And then we can all move forward. And then it'll be decided whether it was worth it or not. But in the meantime, my God, dude, enjoy the 5 minutes while they're lasting because you have dug your own grave, Ye Fisher.
And if you didn't get no work for those 3 years to now, you surely gonna get it afterwards.
Bravo! Accountability is more important than putting food on the table for my family. Bravo, Ray. I hope it was worth it. Idiot.
And that's that there. We're going to go ahead and we're going to clip this one here where it's at, and we will be returning with the Yin and Yang show as promised. That's what we have, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I'm Jody Joe. That dude is Andy Signor. Hashtag Ye Fisher. We out. Deuces.